All right, friends. Pleasant good day. Some of you may or may not know me. To those that don't know me, my name is Cordell James. A lot of my colleagues and friends and business partners know me by the name of King James. I am currently a part of the OneLife organization since the year of 2016, and I'm very grateful to be a part of this opportunity. Today, because of the education I've received in this world of cryptocurrency and blockchain, because of the One Academy, I am able to call myself or be positioned or be considered to be a fintech consultant. And it's one of the things that I like to always let people know is that you could only take advantage of what you know. In life, I'm not concerned who you are. The truth be told, you can only take advantage of what you know. And it's clear that no one knows everything. Are you guys seeing my screen? My screen, I think, is black. Yes, and it's fair to say that no one knows everything. And I normally ask when I'm in the room, if there's anyone that knows everything, could you please exit the room immediately? Because I'm confident that no one knows everything. And if you don't know everything, that means there's room and opportunity for you to grow. And I love that. Growth is in being willing to learn daily. Not that you reach a point where you feel you know. And today I'm going to expose you, as the PowerPoint is playing. Today I'm going to expose you to a company that's growing in leaps and bounds. A company that is helping, and I believe is so important to Africa as a continent, not just Nigeria. But let's start in Nigeria. And from Nigeria, we could take it everywhere we need to take the opportunity. And this opportunity I speak of is one that's global. It is impacting globally. We're speaking about over 100+ countries. This opportunity exists, where someone believes and accepts the coin as a method of value to them. We are spanning with over 3 million members in our company. I believe a movement like this, you should not take for granted and don't want to know about. So when I see opportunity like this, it's time for you to pause for a cause. Maybe you saw this presentation before, maybe you heard this years ago, but to realize and eternalize and respect what is happening today is totally different. When I saw this in 2016, no one who I spoke to knew the word cryptocurrency, far less blockchain technology. Today, that still rings true. It still holds true. However, when I make mention, they pretend or they say, oh, so now now 1 out of 10. Before was less than 1. Now 1 out of 10 might say, I heard something, but they don't understand. And today I'm going to present you a company that has a mission. And the mission that this company has is a mission that is very respectable and a mission that you should take heed of. The OneLife Network mission is to enable a global community of web users to take an active part in using and improving new cutting-edge digital products and services. Friends, a global community is what we desire. As I get into the presentation more, you will come to the full comprehension of global community. The aim of OneLife Network is to increase the quality of your life. Right now, this is an election year in my country, and in any government, I have never heard the aim of the government is to increase the quality of the citizen's life. I've never heard a party going to political power that say they want to increase the quality of your life. But we let you know right away that this is the aim. This is what we want to do. They increase the quality of your life. We're not saying you're living bad, but we intend to add value to your life. If you decide to come into this for the understanding we have to offer, to provide alternative and equal access to practical and relevant financial education to people worldwide. You see this? This is one of the biggest elements that you're going to understand as I go through the presentation. And I beg of you not to take for granted, especially Nigerians. To provide alternative and equal access. This sentence alone tells you the education we have right now is not equal. It's not practical or relevant when it comes to financial education to people worldwide. So in Nigeria, the practical and relevant financial education is not taught. That is what this says to me and you. It is not taught. Our desires, based on when you receive this equal access information that is not taught, is to do what? Is to ignite a natural educational evolution. That's the desires of us. To ignite, friends, because when people learn more, when people understand more, more is required, more is expected, more shall be done. That, my friends, is what our mission is. And because of that natural educational evolution, new opportunities for economic growth, new market opportunities will and shall be created. And that is what the continent of Africa needs. That is what the country of Nigeria needs, and we have it. There's no doubt about it. It's without a shadow of a doubt, we have it. So this is why I ask you to pay close attention. So let's go down this road together. The evolution of money. The evolution of money. How many of us truly understand money? How many of us know that money evolves? How many of us know this? Let me help you. This global financial revolution is taking place before your very own eyes, and you don't know, nor do you understand. And if you're in the business, it's likely that you still don't understand, because the understanding took time. When I joined for all the wrong reasons. I joined because the people who sold it to me absolutely wrong, because they didn't understand. And you know how I could prove that they didn't understand? Because they left. Anyone who understands this business can't move. They can't go anywhere, because it don't make sense to start over a process that already exists and is already valuable. So the bartering system is money. Yes, it is. And this was the start of money. I like to call this God money. Because the bartering system was based on trust. It was your grains, my apple, your banana, my chicken, the concept of. From the bartering system, we evolve as humans. As humans, we always evolve because we always want things easier. So we went from bartering to gold coins. Why? Because we wanted things easier. You see, it started to be very difficult to leave from Nairobi, to walk, to travel, or to get to another part to get our goods and services. So if you was leaving Nairobi to go to Uganda, to do bartering, to hope to get the fair exchange for your value, when you reach, they don't have what you want, or you cannot get the fair exchange for your value. What do you have to do? Return with all your goods and services? With all your goods? So that bartering system started to become a challenge, because we started to grow as a human race and spread out. So we went to gold coins. Now, mind you, there were many different forms between bartering and gold coins. 13 different forms. There was salt, there was shekels, there's many different forms. Because what people don't understand, the key of money is, and I remember this because I'm going to say it about 3 more times throughout the presentation. Money is whatever we agree upon to accept as a method of payment for goods and services. Whatever we agree upon to accept as a method of payment for goods and services, that is money. whatever we agree upon. This is why the bartering system worked, because it developed on trust. This is why the salt and shekels work, because we agreed upon it. This is why gold coins work. But with the gold coin situation, we also outgrew or evolved past gold coins, because it started to be what? Tedious. It started to be heavy to carry. It started to be dangerous to keep, because that was the age and the dispensation of the pirates. These gold coins was one of the reasons they existed. From here, we evolved to paper currency. And paper currency was supposed to be what? Easier for us to transact business. But if you know the true birth of paper currency, our project touches your heart more. It moves your heart. But the birth of paper currency started on a lie. Someone wrote a promissory check or promissory note saying they were keeping X amount of gold, and they were able to write more paper notes than the amount of gold that they had. And that, my friends, was the birth of the paper currency. People was using as IOUs to go and collect by other goldsmiths and other gold tenders. But here we are in the paper currency age, and this too started to become a problem. As you know, with the World Health Organization today, based on what they're saying, it could have been used to carry or transmit disease. I don't know. This is what they're saying it's possible. They also talk about paper currency is what? You have to carry a lot. This is why they limit you to the amount you have to carry. And why are we having to carry a lot? Because it has been losing value. But more of that will come in our presentation. The fact that I'm making, or the point that I'm making, is that paper currency has also evolved. And many of you, and many of us, have never paid attention. It evolved into the card system. And if we stop and think for a moment, our grandparents wanted nothing to do with this card system. I don't know how frequent the card system is in Nigeria, but it's very prevalent on my side of the world. In the Caribbean, we have a lot of the card system in use. In the US, they cannot operate without it, neither could the UK. But this system also has flaws. Why? Because it's tied to the paper currency system. From the card system, they wanted to go digital. So when people tell you the world is going digital, no. The world has been digital. PayPal has been existing for how long? Apple Pay, WePay, and all these digital payment systems have been existing for so long. But when the world speaks digital, and they speak about the euro or the US going digital, we still have a problem. If the digital means it's tied to the card system, if the digital means that it's tied to the paper currency system, we have a major issue. Why? Because the fiat currency system is not backed by any physical commodity. The biggest risk for fiat currency is becoming worthless due to hyperinflation. This is the problem we have. And the solution is cryptocurrency. What you don't know is how cryptocurrency is the solution. And that's where I'm here to help you. Cryptocurrency was birthed to be the solution for the very existing problems of the money. And yet, if you watch the chain of command that's taking place, you notice there's a natural evolution that is mandatory that we cannot escape. Because as humans, we always evolve to make our life easier. When we carried the card, it was less problems than the paper currency system, because you could carry as many cards. When you go on the airplane, remember on the airplane, they don't ask you how much money you have in your bank card. They ask you how much fiat currency are you carrying. Are you carrying more than 10,000 in bills? That's the question they ask you. So the card system, they don't ask you that question. From the card system, even that began to become a challenge. They went more digital with the PayPal because it was more secured to protect people that was being hacked with the card, that cards was being stolen and being misused and abused. But here we are with even yet another form of digital, but it's at the highest version called cryptocurrency. And if you're not using or calling cryptocurrency based on a couple reasons like blockchain, then you do not have digital. Don't refer to it as digital. Cryptocurrency is next level of digital. So why the need for it? Why the need? Who needs it? What is it about? Cryptocurrency, my friends, is designed for some solutions of global problems. One of the #1 global problems we have is the unbanked. Do you know that over 80% of Africa, I'm talking about over 326 million adults, that's the target market, over 80% are considered to be unbanked? Look at Latin America. Look at Asia. But where you have less than 8% considered to be unbanked? In the areas of Canada, the US, Europe. Why? Because this is where banking started. So cryptocurrency has come to be a solution throughout the world. Because if you think about it, what do you need for banking? For bank, you need a physical authority, you need a physical building, you need a whole lot. With the use of cryptocurrency, all you need is the internet and any device that's internet connected, from a tablet to a laptop to a desktop to a phone. And we know Africa has more phones than people. So they're already prepared for this industry. How about remittances? We know many Africans, many Nigerians in particular, they leave from home in pursuit of a better life. And when they leave, they send money back home. But how do they send the money? Most of the places don't have a bank. But you know what you see a lot in Nigeria? A lot of Western Union, a lot of MoneyGram. A lot of these third payment party systems. And they make how much money in providing this service for you? Lots of money. Billions of dollars. Dare I say maybe even $1 trillion. This is $1 trillion industry, to be honest. The remittances, sending of money to your loved ones. You know what's hurtful? When you leave your country, because my mother left my country, Trinidad and Tobago, to go and make a better place. Fortunately, it didn't work the way she thought it would work out. Nevertheless, she worked extremely hard and did what she could do. And when she used to have to send money home, the cost of sending the money home was ridiculous. In Trinidad and Tobago, if I attempt to send money, it cost me 33 1/3% to send money. Let me break down to numbers so you understand clearly. If I send 200 US to my daughter that lives in the States, it costs me 66 US to send 200 US. This is ridiculous. But when I want to see my child and talk to my child, I can call on the phone via WhatsApp, face to face. But to send her money, I need to go to an institution. Yet another problem that cryptocurrency is solving. From phone to phone, why I can't send money like a text? Because the industry that I walk into, the establishment that I walk into, guess what they do? They send money like a text. But because they're a financial institution, they put all sorts of fees to do what we could do. Cryptocurrency is here to eliminate those fees. Global trade, we don't have to deal with 30 days for the check to clear. You don't have to deal with fraud. Cryptocurrency allows you to avoid all of these problems. So ease of settling payments, because of how global we are with information today, becomes easier. The financial world. This is the big one. Cryptocurrency started and was birthed in 2008 because of the financial crisis. Many countries started printing money out of control. They were already printing nonstop, but they got the green light to print even more. And after the 2008 crisis, that's when they introduced a measure called quantitative easing. And if you don't know what quantitative easing is, that's just the printing of money. You need to join our One Academy so you can get this kind of financial education. Colleagues, this currency, this inflation, is what birthed cryptocurrency. So I thank God for this tragedy, because from the tragedy, magic occurred. and we were able to come into another option the world has never had before. All the world had before was fiat currency. We have never had a cryptocurrency option or any option outside of the regular banking institution. This, what you see here, is a TT dollar. This is my Trinidad and Tobago dollar. You could put your Naira, you could put your US, you could put your pound, you could put whatever currency you want. Here what remains the same principle, no matter where you are in the world. That in 2020, if you purchase a certain amount of goods and services with this, by 2021, 1 year later, today is the 12th of July. So 12th of July, 2020, I guarantee, and you know, by 2021, the 12th of July, this 100 TT dollar, 100 US, 100 pound, 100 Naira would buy you less goods and services. The same denomination is guaranteed to buy you less. Why? Because all fiat is guaranteed to lose value. What I want to invite you to is an opportunity called OneLife, called One Academy, called the Shaker, or One Ecosystem, that regardless of if coin goes up, because so many people joined the crypto because they heard about Bitcoin, which was the start of the whole cryptocurrency movement in 2008. There's no denying that. Thank you, Bitcoin. Because of the Bitcoin and all the other altcoins, we are altcoin that was birthed out of the philosophy of Bitcoin. People joined the cryptocurrency movement because they want to just buy and sell. No. That was never the intention and not the reason why Bitcoin started. So I want you to disregard whether the coin goes up in value. At least it's not guaranteed to decrease in value. You see, with cryptocurrency, you have three measures. You have the coin could go up, the coin can remain the same, or the coin could go down in value. That is possible. But at least it's not guaranteed to go down like fiat. So if you leave all your eggs in this one basket called fiat, no matter what other investments you may have considered fiat currency, you might have invested in stock, you might have invested in bonds, whatever you would have invested in, if it leads back to fiat currency, even gold, if it leads back to fiat currency, it's guaranteed to lose value. I say to you, our one coin is not guaranteed to lose value. And since its birth, has not lost any value. And the reason why is because education is at the heart of our company. We help you understand what is money. We help you learn today so you can lead tomorrow. We're going to give you information in finance, which is going to introduce you to the finance, money, and monetary system. We're going to speak about the Forex. We're going to speak about the law of cryptocurrency. We're introducing you on to all of these educational fields, depending on which package or which information suits your needs. Maybe you're already a finance expert. Maybe not. It's unlikely. I don't think there's no finance expert in the world unless they went through the One Academy. Because any finance expert in the world joins our organization. Talk done. You cannot tell me you're a finance expert and you don't join this movement. It just don't make sense to me. And I could have a very, very educated, intellectual conversation, and I'm not too smart, on how you cannot be a financial expert and not be a part of this movement. Because I understand some key concepts that they left out about money. And what is important for you and I to understand, friends, with our new series of blockchain courses, we unveil the entire mask the world had on our eyes. Because when you purchase our blockchain course, you would receive the introduction of finance and 3 levels of financial information that will open up your eyes, to uncover the hidden truths that was right there for you to find. You see, I can guarantee you, I don't live in Nigeria, but the curriculum remains the same in the world. I can guarantee you the curriculum in Nigeria, none of those schools from the ages of 10 to 17, 18 offer financial education. Not one school offers financial education from the ages of 10 to 18. Now, they don't teach you about the very money you have to go and work for. Why? This goes to the question or the mission statement we started with about practical, about theory. You see, with us, we're going to teach you money, and we're teaching the children money. But in the curriculum of school that all schools have, they don't teach you money. Why is it? Because the persons who wrote the school curriculum to begin with, they wrote it in such a way that we can continue working for them and not have the education or the information as much as them. This is where the uneven playing field comes in. Because if you don't understand money, how could you keep money? You see, but here what they teach you, algebra. And please, someone tell me, in their adult life, when have you ever used algebra? But you learn that. But you know you're going to interact with money. Why we don't learn that? That's just food for thought. Think about it. But let's move on. Cryptocurrencies are protocols that allow the validation and transactions without the need of a third party, such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents. So you're telling me we offer this cryptocurrency course with our blockchain series, and you're telling me this is not interesting? No, you need to buy this immediately. Because if it allows you transactions without the need of banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents, if the banking sector controls the world, which is the central banks of the globe, you are telling me that they might not have a problem with cryptocurrency, or they might not put a smear campaign, or they might not try to hinder the growth? Maybe, maybe not. But what I can tell you is if you Google, because so many people like to Google, if you Google bank and cryptocurrency, you see all leading banks going in this direction. They're just trying to figure out how to fit in. You see, when this concept started, it started in such a way that it don't need any third-party association. So it is open for all of us to participate. But here comes OneLife and OneCoin that package it in such a way that we can understand and don't have any fear in participating. Most people do not participate in cryptocurrency because they have fear. We don't have no fear. Because the more you understand, the more you want to acquire, the more you want to be a part of. You see, we understand that cryptocurrency drastically reduced the cost of transactions. Most importantly, it'll give access to transactions and avoid pitfalls. Avoid pitfalls of certain monetary system. What do they mean by pitfall? They're talking about the inflation, which is a word created on a lie. They couldn't explain it, so they created something for you. Inflation is a word to hide the word deflation. They don't want to call it what it is. They don't want to talk about loss of buying power. They don't want to term it like that. But that's what happened with inflation. We lose buying power. And people think this is a natural phenomenon. This is something that's supposed to happen. They live and talk about time compound by. I hear so much foolishness when it comes to this. This is why I tell you I could talk to anyone that's in finance. Because I just need to ask them to explain inflation to me. And no one could. Friends, you cannot tell me the avocado, the apple, the banana that was in the year 2000, though it's a different banana, a different avocado, a different apple, it has the same taste. It grows in the same style on the tree. That all of a sudden it costs more because there's a more demand. What? No. Don't confuse you. And don't let nobody confuse me. The reasoning people give for inflation, none of it makes sense. The Minister of Finance can't have that conversation with you or me. But what we would have done with our courses is open up the eyes to many. This cryptocurrency behaves like virtual gold. This really behaves on a supply and demand concept. Because the supply is limited, the value increases. That's the truth. because the supply is limited and the demand increase. Hence the reason why the prices increase. Because the cryptocurrency is used, the more the value rises. You see, when something is being in use, that creates demand and supply effect. And that's why value rises. That's how come the one cryptocurrency is increasing in leaps and bounds. Because as we increase in usability, so do the value increase. You see, so many people get confused with blockchain technology. What is blockchain technology? Blockchain technology is a digital technology that records and verifies the transaction. That's it. There's nothing too fancy. It could be technical, yes. But if you want to just break it down to brass tacks, all blockchain is a ledger that records and verifies the transaction that cannot be changed. If it changes, if it is enhanced, if it's tweaked, if it's interfered with, it is not blockchain, because blockchain don't allow manipulation of the system. It triggers and it sends off signs that something is wrong, someone is trying to interfere with the system. You see, this innovation of technology changes the way industries are going to operate because it's so cost efficient. But they want to use blockchain for not just financial markets, for everything. Anything that's regarding recording and verifying a transaction, so like land deeds, they want to use blockchain. Music and contracts for music, they want to use blockchain. They want to use it in so many different features. All type of governments and powers that be. Digital identity, they want to talk and use blockchain. But they want to use blockchain, but for the initial purpose it came out for, they want to avoid, go wrong, or try to bend the corner about it. And this is where I have a problem. Because the blockchain is safe. And this is why it's so important to understand blockchain. Because the blockchain is safe, because it's as a ledger that can track and trace anything of value, why not use it with money if we know this fiat currency has so many corrupting triggers and parts to it? Because then we would uncover some of the corruption that is done by the central banks and other banking sectors. That if I was to go and Google right now for you, JP Morgan and all the fines that he would have had to pay, Deutsche Bank and all the fines that they would have to pay for bending rules and regulations in banking, you'll be amazed. You see, we don't want to push away banking. Our objective is just to integrate and show them a better use case. And the one happened to be the greatest use case. The greatest sandbox, regulatory sandbox that any crypto could be in is what we have. You see, we are based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences. That makes the system safer by eliminating any attempt at fraud, duplicity, and forgery. Shouldn't banking sector want this? Shouldn't the governments want this? Any government, any banking sector that do not want to eliminate fraud, duplicity, and forgery, we need to watch to begin with. So the whole of Nigeria, the population, the people should be demanding this. But how could the people demand this? Not for the government to do it, but you taking an active part in being a part of the change. But what hinders people from this change is fear. You see, I'm sorry the slide is not updated the way I would like it, but I'm going to share with you, this one is perfect. I'm going to share with you an example of purchasing a One Academy package in our university. Theory and practical at its best. Example, you purchase a level 2 blockchain educational package. The price of this package is 2,000 euros. You receive 22,000 tokens. Now, it may take you a whole year. Keep in mind that I showed you an example. If you had 2,000 euros or 100 euros, don't mind that the figure is a little more. The principle will remain the same. If you have fiat currency, this 2020, July 12th, 1 year later, 2021, July 12th, is guaranteed to lose buying power. That's what will happen with this 2,000 euros. But you decided to take 2,000 euros out of the 20, 100,000, whatever amount of money you have. You said, let me just diversify a little bit. Let me take a little bit and put into this concept. and you put 2,000 euros into this concept, and you purchase this blockchain education that came with finance, that came with level 1 blockchain, that came with a bunch of education to evolve and help you grow as a human, you're going to receive some splits. It's going to go through a difficulty rate, and it's going to go through some mining. All these terms, split, difficulty, mining, guess what you do? You learn in our blockchain course. So don't hurt your head now. You have a whole year to be uncovering the information. What I want to show you is the start and the end result. What happens in the middle? You sign up for that. You sign up for that. So the one coin, currently our value is 42 euro for one of our one coins. The projected rate based on our growth 1 year later is 75 euros. This is a humble figure. This year, this could even break this figure. But let's just say 1 year from today is 75 euros. Colleagues, in your e-wallet, your OneLife back office, you would have 58.7 coins. Multiply by the rate of 75, this is 4,000 plus euros. You purchase an educational package for 2,000 euros, but you have an increased buying power that has usability on the DayShaker platform. This is unbelievable. Imagine a couple years later, if this is now 750 euros and not 75, isn't this figure like 44,000 or something ridiculous? But you only use 2,000 towards your education. You see, we offer the only educational that I have seen in the world called Theory and Practical. We just give you the information. Most schools give you information, but we give you the practical so you can put into use the information you learn. This is what we want. This is big. This is exceptional. And there's an opportunity with a promotion right now that you have to take advantage of with our Wonder Wheel. That's going to give you extra tokens, which means an opportunity at more ones. You want to get as many ones as possible for your theory. You already purchasing into the opportunity, jump big. So the goal, our goal, is to be the #1 cryptocurrency in the world via our usability. The more people that we have believing in the concept, the more we create in our demand. Keep in mind, I mentioned to you, I've been over 100 countries. And I mentioned to you, what is money? Money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. So we're speaking about a global community. We're speaking about the first online country. We are considered an online country because we have a currency that can be used in Trinidad and Tobago. And guess what? If I bring this currency to Nigeria, I can use it there if someone is accepting it as a method of payment. I don't have to take my ones and transfer it to any other currency to use it to get Naira. No. If I was taking my TT dollar, there's no way possible I could use the Trinidad dollar in Nigeria. It's not possible. It's not. I would have to take this, go and buy a third-party currency, which is considered to be accepted or trusted, like the US dollar. And when I take the US dollar, I come to Nigeria and I trade it for Naira. I lose twice before I even get anything. Because I lose when I buy on currency exchange. I lose when I sell on currency exchange. So all I do is lose when it comes to paper currency. But with cryptocurrency, you're not a loser. Fiat currency, you're a loser. But with our crypto, we have a functional, reliable, usable system called our One Ecosystem. And our One Ecosystem just wants to unify the world with our elements, from merchants to the network, to the education, to fund transfer, digital wallet. These functions are to come. Our One Ecosystem is not completed. That means there's still opportunity for you. The One Ecosystem has been attacked in so many different ways, but guess what? It's still standing. So that means the opportunity is actually bigger because now it is broader in the world, the opening for education. Nowhere in this presentation did I use the word investment. because we are not an investment company. Anyone that told you this is an investment company, run. We are not an investment company. But what we are is an educational selling company. And you receive free promotional tokens. No one could buy OneCoins or tokens. You receive that as a byproduct of our product. It's a gift. And this gift, my friends, you mine, it becomes one. When you have these ones that you would have created from the mining process, you now have the chance to use it. What are we doing? We are creating an exceptional system here. And guess what? There's even more. So the presentation is finished technically, but there's another element to it. Maybe you want to become a pioneer and take an advantage to develop this brand. Like Facebook is a brand, Apple is a brand, Bitcoin is a brand, but no one got paid to develop in that. Some of the early Bitcoin miners, they got paid. Do you want to become an early OneCoin miner? Do you want to be paid for developing our brand? The decision is yours. The way you should make that decision is simple. Oh, let me see if hold 1 second. Let me see if I could continue the presentation here. Let's have some more slides. I'm sorry, but I wanted to go into a little bit of the compensation plan. So I was just going to give you a little idea of the compensation plan. We allow you and we invite you to introduce others to the university. And we're going to pay you in 4 dynamic ways. We're going to pay you in a recruiting, just like anybody recruits for the university and for educational schools. We pay you for recruiting. We pay you for recruiting someone, 10%. That's going to be considered your recruiting bonus. We will pay you for direct sales bonus. We will pay you for a network marketing bonus. We will pay you for a leadership matching bonus. We will pay you for a fast start bonus. All these different ways you get paid with us. But if you want more information on how to get paid, if you're interested in helping others and opening their eyes to what they cannot see, please get in contact with the person that invited you and ask for more information on how you could join this tremendous journey, how you could join being a part of this business and this product, how you could join this movement. My friends, my colleagues, my people, Africa, as I look to wrap up the recording of my presentation, Africa, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, need our product. If they want to be on the cutting edge, they want to be dynamic, they want to be forward thinkers, innovators, our blockchain courses will position them to understand what is money and the value. It cannot be that Africa has so much gold and considered to be one of the poorest continents in the world and have over 10 of the poorest countries in the globe. It cannot be. In the top 15 poorest countries, Africa have 10. How could it be? And they're so wealthy and land rich. You know how? Because we are subjected to the powers that be because of this paper fiat currency and the system that they control. What we could do is take control in our hands by understanding what is money. If Africa, which is the only continent in the world, and I need you to hear me well, the only continent in the world that can self-sustain, don't need to export nothing. They don't need to import nothing. They don't need to import, they don't need to export to function. They don't need to bring in nothing from nowhere in the world. If Africa understood their value and understood money, and they know they don't need to import and they don't need to export anything, they could call for the true value of what they have. But the whole continent needs to agree on one common currency, because that one common currency could trade between all the other countries that's in that continent. But when you have the Naira, the shilling, and all these other CFA, and all these other currencies all over, there's no unity. That's where they divide and conquer continues to occur. So when people preaching equalism and we want our rights and we want this and we're free, you are not free if you're bound by the fiat currency system. And blockchain and crypto has just alleviated that from us. And joining the one opportunity speeds up the process, because the finite amount, that limited supply, means that others who have the coin and want to come in to use the coin, going to give who the value? You and I. So colleagues, see the situation for what it is. See it clearly. We're the only one that's paying you to teach others. Why not teach? Why not educate? Why not help? So in my humble opinion, I suggest to you, focus and build your business. Each one, teach one. Each one, help one. I really thank you for your time. I want to bring up a couple of testimonials. I want to ask persons, I want to invite a friend of mine who's here with us live from Trinidad and Tobago. She's an educator by profession. She's a young lady. I love how she tells it. She says all the time to me, okay, you know, I have more degrees than a thermometer. This woman is brilliant beyond her years. And she saw this opportunity at a time when she was not interested. And no problem. At that time, she was not. Everyone starts when it's their time. She came full circle, took a look at the opportunity again and said, you know what? I like this. And she decided to get involved. And since then, she has not looked back. She has been creating a lot of head movements and a lot of head waves. She's dynamic in what she does. She's presenting, she's telling the story, and she's helping others. It's a woman that I love and a friend of mine that I care about. A lady by the name of Miss Muriel Lazama. Miss Muriel Lazama, if you're here with us, could you unmute, open your screen if you desire? Could you share and talk to the people, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's wonderful to be virtually in Nigeria. And that was indeed a phenomenal presentation by King James, but that's how he does it. You know, and he's correct. You know, I often say that I have more degrees than a thermometer, and my background is academic, but it's not only academic. I'm involved in business and projects, etc. And I lecture at the master's level in our university. And I have, over the last few years, I lecture to people who already have degrees, a first degree or a second degree. And many times they don't have understanding. And I have realized that people are, with all that education, not having a proper job or a proper opportunity. And I had my head buried in the sand for this opportunity. But when I got understanding, I realized that this, in fact, is a revolution. This, in fact, is a financial, educational revolution. And this will springboard us to the future, because the future is here. I have spun many calendars. I have turned many calendars. And I have gone from a time when there was no phone in my home to not being able to manage without more than one phone, and technology and everything. And it's upon us, and we have to have the correct understanding and learn and do and apply this opportunity. I am so excited about the blockchain, about where we are going, about the possibility, but we have to embrace it. We have to rise and make it happen. And I say that whereas the will, you know, King just spoke about Africa being able to sustain himself. And we're talking about the world, other parts in the world where people want to build walls to keep people out. This business, we build a wall of financial protection for people. We have people in the world creating weapons of mass destruction to keep people down. We here with the One Academy are creating weapons of mass instruction and education, pointing to this blockchain, its understanding, its education. And when, as King said, when you have knowledge and education, then you would know what to do, how to manage your money, how to manage your family, how to teach your children. And you know, and I will be finished because you know, I'm like a passionate politician about this opportunity. It so excites me now. But I'll tell you, we teach financial education, we teach forex education, we teach legal, and this is cutting edge. Everybody need to be able to get this what we offering here, and we just not offering education, because remember, I am from a university background, and you give you a course, nobody gives you the ability to use it. Nobody gives you, this is a program of teaching with benefits, because you get token which can be mined into coins for usability through our country of OneLife. So this is an amazing time, an amazing opportunity, and we also have understanding for children with our Super TED. That's the next story, but I want you to understand that we are in control of us, and we need to embrace this. This is the only chain to bind us, this blockchain. Every other chain we need to break, but we need to hold on to the blockchain. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant one.
Thank you, Ms. Lizama. Thank you so much. Friends, I see many people said they enjoyed the presentation. I did it kind of short and condensed. I actually need to do some improvement on it. But what I want to do, I want to present for you next week as well. But next week when I'm presenting, each one, there's over 60 of us here on the call. Everyone needs to be responsible for bringing at least a minimum of one person. This is a digital call. People are home, they're COVID, they're quarantine. There's so many issues. You need to get every IMA that you know on the call. We're going to advertise that hard, but you that is here, take the responsibility to bring one new voice. Now, I'm not going to be presenting every week, because I don't need to. Fawaz has a skill. Baba has a skill. Other leaders in Nigeria have the skill. They will learn the presentation and they will duplicate it. We are about duplication. We want everyone telling the story. Everyone telling the story properly and correctly. Most important part. And I would have led now and this recorded, so we post the recording. Next week we record as well and post that recording, and you'll be able to take the presentation, put your personality into it, and make it your own, and tell the story. Because we're not selling here. All we're doing is sharing. We're not selling nothing to no one. We are sharing and caring. And I want to encourage all of you to participate in this sharing concept. Get a new eyeball, a new listening ear on this call next week, Sunday. If you look sharp, we might do it Tuesday. I don't know. It depends on how Fawaz and Barbara decides to lead. But my point that I'm saying to you is we need to grow. Listen, Nigeria has 199 million people. We need to get up and do something. We haven't scratched of the surface in Nigeria. Nobody knows about us. Nobody knows we exist. And I know someone who knows that we exist and wants to push that envelope, and is one of the leaders of the country. She is responsible for the Dear Shaker platform in Nigeria. She has a lot of help developing the platform from other existing leaders. She's a woman of love and compassion, thunderous in her voice when she speaks. I love her. She's a co-captain of the OneLife Network. She's a hard worker, maybe a little too busy sometimes, but she's definitely busy on the right things. And that's about securing the future. And she has positioned herself. She's a diamond in this business. And all that means is she has helped a lot of people. I want to welcome Ms. Barbara. Barbara, you know I can't pronounce your last name properly, correct? You know that. So I gotta fix my Nigerian roots. I gotta learn. So Barbara, here you go, mute your mic, my dear.
Yeah.
Chinakawa.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. Hello, everyone. And I salute you as always, my captain. You've done a tremendous work here, and you said it all. King. You've really said it all. The passion that you have towards this business is one of my drive. It's one of the things that's always driven me. And I salute you, my brethren, Nigerians. And I keep saying, if everyone can have the same zeal, if we have a full understanding, every time I listen to you, King, there's a new buzz in me, a new understanding, like as if I should just go out there and do a new work. I salute you, Nigerians. We are all trying, I could see it. But if everyone can have this zeal, like I've said to you, even though I'm the captain, I'm the country manager in Nigeria, we are all the country managers. We are all responsible for this move. We can't leave it to someone. We have a brand. I've noted a lot of things our captain said. We have a brand. You said the reason why I totally work with Fawaz, Taj, Ngozi, Axe, I can name Austin, James, quite a number of us there, is because we push each other, we hold each other's hands. Even when one is not understanding it, the other one with understanding. We are in this together. We have to make this thing work. I don't want to repeat what my captain has said. Now, if we understand the little effort that it has taken Facebook to make a brand and other ecosystem in the market there, what they have taken to, what they have done to actually create a brand, we have done much. OneCoin has done much. And we have this brand to make for ourselves. We have to create this brand. We have to make OneCoin a unified cryptocurrency around Africa. You see, they've said a lot by creating different languages actually brings divisions amongst us. It's for a purpose. We have one language now, which is called OneCoin, One Academy. And we understand the blockchain system is transparent. Why is it that, why are they battling against this blockchain system? In everything in this world, they want to apply blockchain to it. Why is it that they are blocking the usability of money on blockchain? Because they have so much to cover. They want to keep blinding our eyes. And we have so much power, especially we Nigerians. We don't agree, we don't accept. I've said it even within the last meeting, that if we just within ourselves create like 100% coin, a battering system. Let's start with a battering system. I bring something 100%, you bring something 100%. We're able to exchange within ourselves. This would actually invite a lot of people into this, what's it called? Gilshka platform. If we bring in everything we have, you bring in what you have, I have a property in exchange for something else, 100%. We start exchanging with our system. That's also a good way of introducing this One Academy, OneCoin to the whole Nigerians. And also when we talk about the compensation plan of the new blockchain training that has been implemented, there's so much ways we can make income out of this. 4 different ways we can make money out of this. This is doable, it is workable, and we can do it. All we just have to do is to believe in the system and reorientate ourselves. Let's start again. Let's forget the past and push on to the future. You know, let's forget what has happened in the past. What has happened in the past has happened. We've made that mistake. Now it's being corrected. And there's so much buzz, there's so much energy. Let's put this energy positively, develop this brand, and make this thing work. Let it start from Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you, King. I salute you. I salute you, my brother Fawaz. A round of applause to you. You know, you're the strengths. You're one of the strengths that I use. You know, day and night, we talk there. I have my wonderful Tabitha from London. Tabitha, I salute you. You know, we work together. We never stop working. I need this energy. People say, Barbara, oh, energy. I have positive people that works around me. That's what gives me the buzz. I have this also in Nigeria. Please, Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, I wish I could speak our language to you now, but I won't do that so that King can still feel welcome.
You talk, say 1 or 2 words because they might understand.
Yes, it's
more
okay. It's okay.
fingertips.
It's okay, Bazobia. We're fine. We're fine. Please, let's make this workable. It is possible. The same zeal we had when we had about OneCoin initially, 2015. The way Nigerians, we ran with it. Oh my goodness. The way we ran with this vision. Let's start anew. We are running for a purpose now. We are running with a brighter future and with much understanding now. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
Thank you. I also salute you, Mrs.
Miriam.
Morel
Yes.
from Trinidad.
Yes.
We'll be with you very soon. You know, I salute all my people from London and all over the whole world. And King, keep looking young. And your effort is not in vain. You get what I'm saying? It's not definitely not in vain.
Bless your
So
heart, sis.
yes, we are all together in this, and it's going to work by the grace of God. Amen.
Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Um, as we look to wrap up, I really don't want to close off without hearing from this young lady. She shines in every time she has a chance. She's always on every webinar to learn, to develop. I want to hear from her. She's hailing out of the UK. She'll give you a little bit more background on herself. Tabitha, if you could unmute your mic and share with the people how beautiful you are, not on us on the outside, all on the inside. Just let them know how impressive and how much you believe in this product and this business that we have to offer that is impacting and evolving and changing lives as we speak.
Oh, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Today I was very challenged. I had a talk with somebody about financial education, and she said to me, I need to teach you about finance. And I said, wow. And I said, by the way, because it was about black and white, because the black people, she said that black people are marginalized and so on, and I don't understand. I said, by the way, I'm just with black people on the financial education at 6 o'clock. Get in, because I'm ready to learn from them, because they are not the least and they are not the last in the society, even it looks like that. So I just came in, and it was for me a challenge, because yes, I took the level 1, but I'm sure I want to take level 7, and then mainly about the blockchain. Blockchain is my goal. And thank you so much, King James. I just wanted to point out one thing that you mentioned today. If we only understand this point, that we don't have to exchange our coin whenever we travel. Only this point makes our coin very powerful. People understand just this point, no other point. We don't need other point, just only this point, and then we can get people on board. Thank you so much. We are going to big. We are going very big, very big. I'm sure about it. Thank you, King James. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Absolutely. Without hesitation, without doubt, or question, that we are that next level. We are the cryptocurrency the world deserves, the world need, and we have to be that reserve. You know who determines the reserve cryptocurrency? You and I. But if money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services, if we get enough people to agree, how could they ignore you and I? That's why we have to work. That's why you want to get every Nigerian involved. Everyone who has a smartphone in Nigeria needs to be in this business. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. You have to realize, I give you this tip. The Chinese, the Russians, the Americans, all of them, the Middle East, all of them are fighting in this race for who would be the first to have the cryptocurrency say, who is going to be considered to be the first cryptocurrency. None of them is going to give leeway for the next. The Americans can't say, oh, because our US dollar is the reserve currency of the world now because people believe in our lie, because the US dollar is a lie. Don't get me started there. But people are not going, they're not going to say, we have to have the cryptocurrency. It don't work like that. It's who believes in you. It's who respects you. What makes you valuable to me? And because you already have the value, friends, you have to decide to build the value even more by sharing and caring. And I know my lawyer friend, I don't know if you're by your mic, AJ, if you can even open your camera, if you're willing.
Yes, I'm here.
My brother, I just want to hear a quick take from you, sir, as we look to wrap up this call this evening.
Yes, my brother King James, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. You know, every day we are learning, and I decided to keep quiet to learn a lot from what you all have said. Nobody can say it better than this. We are at the front of a financial revolution. And I keep telling our people in Nigeria that it is those of us that are very serious with this business that can move it to the next level. So I want to enjoy everybody on this call. Let's put our hands together. Today, at least, we see that we have about 60-something people right here. We can, each time we're doing a call, we can try to invite more people to be on this call. And thank God the COVID situation is going down now. It's high time that we come on board. It's high time that we start making serious presentations, even by ourselves, to everyone around us. I have a couple of people who came to me during the last time we had a meeting, and I tell you, they are really excited about this opportunity. A lot of people do not really know what money is. A lot of people do not know that cryptocurrency is the current stage in the evolution of money. Even here in the United Kingdom, less than 5% of the population, you will be surprised. I was speaking with a professor some few days ago, and he was as daft as a bat when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm telling you, and it was like I was teaching him something afresh. Later, he thanked me for that information. So what we have is education, and education is the most powerful tool you can ever think of. You have to learn before you earn. It is that simple. So let us work together, join our hands together, and make OneLife a household name in Nigeria and all over the world, my people. God bless you. Tadra here.
Blessings, brother. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Friends and colleagues, we have come to a close.